All right, headline number 2, which is one I know you've been excited to get to. And it's a move that made you super giddy with glee when you texted me about it, quite frankly. And that is that according to Vogue, something I never thought I would say on this podcast, YEEZY, aka Kanye, and BALENCIAGA.
Now just yay. YEEZY is
right,
the line.
Yay, yes, yeah. Now
Kanye,
he's yay. Of course he is.
Now yay, yes.
But anyway, BALENCIAGA's creative director Demna are now collaborating on a project called YEEZY Gap, engineered by BALENCIAGA. The first collection is expected to drop in June, with the second collection scheduled for later in the year. Demna is quoted in the article saying, "This is a very different challenge. I've always appreciated the utilitarianism and accessibility of Gap. I share some of the same sensibilities in my creative language. This project allowed me to join forces with Ye to create utilitarian fashion for all," end quote. And are you buying what Demna and Ye are throwing down with this one?
Okay, I love this. Last week we had Barbie and Balmain. This week it's YEEZY and Balenciaga. I am here for it.
Are you?
I think it's a really cool collaboration. Balenciaga is one of the hottest designers right now. For those listening who maybe are not familiar, Demna, the guy behind this, he did the Kim Kardashian West, like full face mask covered costume for the Met Gala. He's done these cool collaborations. He did a whole Simpsons episode with the Simpsons creators. That's cool. Do a fashion show where all the Simpsons go to Paris. Like, there's a lot going on. This guy is outside of the box, and I think it's cool. I think the problem for me here is that I don't think this is something that we're going to see in our local Gap store for a long time. This is not about, design for all. Like, this is not Target design partnerships. Like, that is not what this is. So I think that that sell here falls short for me. But I think what this is really cool is that this does show, though, that Gap is experimenting with where the future of retail is going. And there's nothing wrong with creating a drop from the Gap. Like, good for you, Gap. Right. When was the last time somebody was lining up to buy your product? They weren't. So this is a good way for Gap, I think, to go forward into, virtual clothing, into this next world of fashion, and they're bringing legacy fashion along for the ride too. So for me, this is 1 + 1 = 3. Great for a legacy brand, great for the fashion industry, and a really cool way for some of us to have access to this like elevated collection from one of our old and beloved retailers, the Gap.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, the point about the metaverse is really cool too. Yeah, Gap, and coincidentally, Gap yesterday announced the NFT play that they're launching on Saturday, which I actually want to check out and potentially procure some of when we are in New York on Saturday. Yes, we need to talk about that. But you guys listening should check that out too. I have a thought on this, Anne.
Yes.
But I thought I'd go to a much more reliable source because, fashion, worked at the Gap. Yeah,
You're wearing a hoodie and a Cardinals cap.
I can hold my own. But yes, if you're watching this video, it's definitely not my strong suit. But I can hold my own when I want to. But I thought I'd go to an expert. And so I went to our good friend, Emma the intern, for her opinion.
Yes.
And here is what Emma the intern had to say about this. She said, quote, "Obviously, I'm here for this collab." And notice collab, because collaboration is just too long of a word for a millennial to say. "These are two of the most hype brands that we have right now. When YEEZY Gap was first announced, we were all excited for that designer fashion becoming accessible to the masses, but that aspect has missed the mark for me so far." Interesting. Sure, the YEEZY Gap prices are more affordable, but big but. She actually put those all in capital letters, but it is still impossible to get product because of limited releases, and resale values are crazy. So it's harder to get super excited about throwing Balenciaga into the mix if I'm not able to get the products anyway, ! End quote. Emma the intern, I got to tell you, I 100% agree with you. 100%. Yes, I would actually be even stronger with it than what you and Emma both said too. Like, I think from a marketing perspective, yeah, this is cool. The puffy jacket that's sold out online in seconds and is reselling for like $7,000 is cool. You get a little good marketing soundbite with that, but that's all this is ever going to be. Like, I think, I don't think this is going to save the Gap at scale. Like, there's still something missing from this whole equation. And I actually would like to see them take this like a Target designer approach, figure out how to make it available in your stores in mass, in
Who's
some
to say
way.
that they can't though?
They can.
I mean, that's the problem
I'm
here.
doubtful
I
of
think people
that
are
happening, though.
immediately
I'm doubtful of
dismissing
that.
it. Like, let's make it something that's got demand behind it, which it does. And then you start to figure out like limited edition pieces. Now we're going to take one of the things that are in here and we'll make more of them. We'll do another run. Like it's
definitely would get
supply and
traffic to the
demand
store.
in this drop. Like it's about the drop. And so I don't know. I think people are.
So you're all in. You still love
poo-pooing
it.
this
Okay.
too early.
I'm growing skeptical of it, but we'll see. We'll see.
No surprise there.